This is the book of Romans 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on the Lord Hamashiach Yahushua, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. First and foremost, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone who rule well and teach well. Shalom to the hopefully like men that scattered abroad, pushing this truth without sincerity. And shalom to a few sisters, the Akwaf that's getting in order, inside these last days. I'm the brother Amawan coming at you with a video. Lord willing, it's edifying, and to the point. Right, but it's going to be titled along the lines of 2024 has been coined, right? The hopeful year, right? The hopeful year of what? Hey, Jacob's trouble, right? The rest of these prophecies to come to pass, man. So, and with that being said, right, it'll be high time to wake out of sleep, right? Because for the rest of these prophecies to pop off, right, the grace period will close. The grace period will close of repenting and trying to turn back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and not doing so before the grace period close will cause you to be destroyed, right? And I just jumped to that right quick, since I worded it that way. This Sirach, Ecclesiastes 5 or 7, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, right? Because right now we have a what you call a grace period, right, to turn it to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and build yourself up, right? Build ourselves up the same way how Noah did in the spirit, right? The physical way, build up the ark, coming to a time where a great storm will come. A great storm will come, right, to each and every one of us, man. And we want to be prepared spiritually. Right, on this time, it'll be spiritually, for the storm that's coming, right? And it says, and put not off from day to day, right? Procrastination, right? That's a heavy spirit. I know I battle it myself, but hey, I make sure, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, I'm able to beat it a lot of the times than being defeated, right? But it said, put not off from day to day, meaning don't be trying to, I'm gonna start reading tomorrow. I'm gonna start watching the videos tomorrow. I'm going to come out and check the camp out tomorrow. Hell, tomorrow may not come. Your judgment may come that day. And you don't have no type of, works built up to Yahweh Shem Yahushua showing that you was ready. But it says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, right? Delaying. And put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, come forth, right? It says, and if thy security, thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance, right? And we already knowing, like the elder Tahar already coined it, man. This is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, right? So you steady putting it off from day to day. Hey, these lights can go out at any minute, man, right? We already in the so-called, right, we're going to use Esau calendar, right, for right now, right? We already know the new calendar, the New Year's is in the springtime, right? But we're going to use Esau calendar for right now, right? It's the so-called, 2024, right? A lot of laws going into effect. Hell, hey, a lot of subliminal messages coming outside these movies, right? And it's a lot of these things about, right, the scams, the scamdemics, right, and cyber attacks, right? Lights can cut off at any minute, man. Family to work can go, just like that. Hell can pop off just like that, man. Right? Jacob's trouble can go into effect just like that, man. Right? And not to have any type of works built up towards your Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? You won't have no security. Right, you won't be able to pull from your spiritual sanctity, your spiritual, account, man. You won't be able to pull nothing out, man. You don't have nothing in there. You didn't store nothing up, right? But it says, and thy security, thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance, right? Perish meaning going to what? Being put to flight, man. Dying, man. Right? Because in the time of the grace period, you was taking it for granted. Seeing these days was far off, like the scripture says, man. Right? So from there, I'm gonna just jump straight to the book of Matthew, chapter 7. Right? I had a couple of things I had jotted down. Right? Well, matter of fact, let me reread the book of Romans 13 again. All right, because I really wanted the point of verse 11. Well, 12 too, right? It says, Romans 13 verse 11, and that knowing the time, right? And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, right? There's so many things going on in the earth right now, man. You know, like I said, you got the sea hip, right? Revelation 13 and 16, that's ready to go into effect any moment, right? You have a lot of things that's coming forth, right? You have the uproars, right? And the nations going, it's spruing back up. It's starting to be back in the talks a lot. You know, you have what just happened? Japan, right? All in today's span, man. They had a earthquake, right? A 7.6, if I'm mistaken, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, right? But it was a 7.6, right? Which escalated to what? Tsunami warnings. And guess what happened? A tsunami was coming, right? Their way. Right? These are talk about in the end times, man. These are talking about, right? 2nd Ezra 9, man. Matthew 24, man. Right? These things are part of the end time, right before our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shah comes, man. Right? And we're discerning that through the Spirit. We've seen that through the Spirit, right? Because the Lord left us the clues, man. He left us the clues to warn the flock. Right? It says, and that knowing the time, right? We know the time, right? So it's high time, right? At any given time, this is the highest time. This is the peak. Why? Because after this peak, it's going straight downhill, man. It's going straight downhill, and it's not going to be no good one. It's gonna be a real roller coaster, man. It's gonna get real dark. Not just because it ain't the sun and the moon. It can get real dark, man, spiritually. You know, so that's why it's high time, man. Like I said, the grace period is closing, right? The information that you see that's on the internet is floating around, right, will no longer be around real soon. It's gonna, suddenly be gone. Right? It says, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe, right? And before we get delivered, right? Yahweh Rat Zah, right? Meaning Lord willing, we are that elect remnant to get that's worthy of salvation, man. Or it is real close. But before that salvation, like I said, before that salvation, we have to get heavily tried, man. Heavily tried. So it's high time we gotta sleep and put on that whole armor, right? Which states inside the book of Ephesians 6. Right. Matter of fact, I'll go to that and then I'll jump back to what I wanted to go to in Matthew 7. Right. Like it says, man, the Lord, the Elder Tahar has coined it, man. Coined this year to be the time of Jacob's trouble, man. And Lord willing, it comes to pass, man. Lord willing, because we ready, Not saying we just 100%, we just know we going to just make it through. But no, we ready to see the kingdom. We ready to see Yahweh Shah, right? Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah perform those miracles that he said he's going to perform, man. We're ready to see how he gets down. We know the elect gonna be righteously saved and scarcely saved, right? But hey, we ready for it, man. Right? But it says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Right? It says, put on the whole armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Right? And we know Esau Edom is the devil according to the Bible, man. Right? Revelation 12 and 12, he coming down with that great wrath. I'm gonna grab that next. Right, Lord willing. Right, but we know that he that wiles going to craftiness, man. Going back to Genesis 25, if I'm not mistaken, or 27. Where it talks about how Esau's a cunning hunter. He's cunning, crafty, skillful. And we know that, like I said, we have to be tried, right? So we know that the great hour of temptation, which is that Karagwan, that's coming down the pipeline, man. If you don't have the armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, which is this wisdom, knowledge, truth, and understanding, you won't be able to stand, man. Right? There's no way around it. He said the elect can we scarcely be saved, and the elect is the one that's doing the works, right? That's building itself up with the wisdom, knowledge, truth, and understanding. So if you don't even have that, how much an unbeliever, right? They won't be able to stand, man. The carnal things will not be able to keep you sustained inside these times, man. Right? Since I said it, and go to it before it slipped my mind, right? Revelation 12, verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time, right? And like I said, going back to what the elder Tahar said, man, he's coined it, man. He feeling the spirit. We also believe in the spirit, right? This can be the year of shit hitting the fan, and that's gonna be Esau coming down with that great wrath, right? And that word devil goes into diabolos, right? Devil, go in the Greek, right? Means the adversary, a deceiver, right? Against who? Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Slakia. But in order for us to get up out of here, right, he has to come down with that great wrath, right? But which also indicates that he's coming. The grace period will close soon, man. Right? Jacob's trouble will go into effect real soon. So keep your eyes peeled. Right? It said because he knows that he had but a short time. Right? End of the day, Esau's prideful as hell, but he knows this kingdom will not stand for but so long, man. Right? Yahushua is coming to intervene. Right, to put him down, and the 2/3 that's not trying to repent, right? He's gonna put them down as well, right? So I'm gonna go to the book of Matthew, chapter 7. I think I'm gonna start at the I think 24. Yep, kind. Right, so. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 24. It says, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock, right? A solid foundation, which we know, right? It's Yahushua, is that cornerstone, that chief cornerstone, right? Which you should be setting your foundation upon, man. Right? And in the day, Yahushua, meaning he's a deliverer. Right? He's going to get you out of this salvation. So if you don't believe in him, how the hell you think you're finna get out of this captivity, man? But it says, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, right? Which built his house upon a rock, right? And building yourself up in the scriptures, man. Right? I'm going to jump from there and go to Proverbs 1 and 5, right? Because we know at the end of the day, what's going to keep us stable from this storm, right? Because it's going to be a real storm that's coming, man. The wisdom and knowledge, truth and understanding. That's going to keep us stable, right? I'm going to grab that next. It says, Proverbs 1 verse 5, a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. And that's you building yourself up. You building yourself up, putting that armor on, as I should say, because at the end of the day, you're discerning that it's a bad time coming, right? I found out I'm a child of the Most High, right? The Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino, and Native American Indian, right? I found that out, I know about, I'm hearing about salvation. It's for us, but you have to be on the right side, right? So what, you start building yourself up, man. Start building yourself up so you can be on the Lord's good side, right? When he returns, excuse me. And like I said, we're building ourselves up upon a rock, man, because we know a storm is coming, right? Building that solid foundation, right? When you're building a house, it got to be on a solid foundation. And other than that, right, it's gonna fall over. It's gonna collapse. Isaiah 33:6, one of my favorite scriptures, right? And wisdom and knowledge, right? And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure, right? And so it correlates with the book of Proverbs 1 and 5, man. A wise man will hear and will increase learning. Right here we have it. We're coming to a time where it's gonna be real dark, right? It's gonna be real dark, and what's gonna help you maneuver is the wisdom and knowledge, man. Right? It's the book of Psalms 119. I know I'm jumping, but I just want to bring them all out. Right, Psalms 119, verse 105. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Right, so that's real beneficiary, right? I think I said the word right. Beneficial, right? It's very beneficial. The word is a lamp unto my feet, right? That's wiseness, man. Right, we come into a time where this is gonna be a real test, man. It's going to be a real test that was open book all along, right? But this time it's going to be a real we come to that time where that book finna close, or whatever you must say, the study guide's gonna be taken up as if you was in class, right? The study guide will be taken up, right? And it's all for what you've been studying upon, man. You know? And that word is gonna help you know how to maneuver. You know? Keep the faith, keep the comfort. Right? We come to a time where it's gonna be no food, right? The love of many gonna wax cold. What it says, the foes shall be of his own household, the great hour of temptation, right? If you're not built upon that rock of Yahweh Shai, hey man, that solid foundation, you're gonna crumble. You're not gonna make it out, you know. But it says the word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Right? Like I was saying, right? We come to a dark time, right? And this word gonna keep that light, man, right? Going back to the movie, the Book of Eli, The Book of Eli, you know, was seeing that on social media right earlier, you know, and it was going to a key point, right? And one of the scenes where it had a picture of Denzel, well, it was a picture of Denzel, of course, right? But it was where it stopped at, you know, it was inside one of the houses, if I'm mistaken, from the house, one of the houses, and behind him was a picture, you know. We already know Esau tells his prophecies, right? His steps, right? His steps, you know, through his movies. So we know what's coming, right? And it's crazy that it's not even crazy, right? Because the Lord's really dealing with the Elder Tahar, right? But he coined 2020 year is the hopeful year of what? Jacob's trouble. Now, mind you, in the movie, the Book of Eli, right? Like I said, it was in a certain scene where it was a picture behind him, and what it was saying, it said the year of 2024, and it was pretty much like desolation. You know what I'm saying? It was what's about to take place real soon, man. You know. So with that being said, it goes hand in hand that the elder coined it, and we're seeing some information from a real prophetic movie, you know. And nonetheless, let me go back to the book of Matthew chapter 7. I just want to speak on that point. So it's Matthew 20. It's like Matthew 7 verse 24. I started 25. Now I started 24 and going to it. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. Right? Because at the end of the day, you know, you're building yourself up in the strength of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, a good storm is coming, right? Jacob's storm. Like I said, you got these UN troops. It's like you got these UN troops, these sleeper cells, we should say. Hey, they're ready. You know, it's no coincidence that you had a video of a Hamite, right, so-called African. He coming over here, and they stopped him. They was asking him like, well, he was asking him where you headed. You know, everybody gets, stopped at the border, and they was asking him where you headed. And I want to say he said New Jersey, right? But there was pretty much, he was as if like, why do all these people have certain places that they have to attend to, man? And the man had an actual address. It's no coincidence, man. All of these things are being put in play for a reason, man. Right? But it's no coincidence that you have that going on. Then you had in Illinois, right? They was talking about non-citizens, right, can pretty much be an officer, right? So you're pretty much seeing these people that are being distributed to these states, right, from the border. They telling you which way they're trying to board is mostly men, right? These are troops that's ready to govern America, man. And now it starts to sink in more, right? With Second Esdras chapter 16, right, from 68 on down, talking about the great multitude, right? The multitude of troops, man. Because they finna, it's all a part of an agenda, man, right? So hey, it's brewing up. This storm is brewing and brewing each and every day, right? So it says, Verse 25 again. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. Right, going back to Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Right, setting your house upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, building yourself up the wisdom, knowledge, truth, and understanding. Right, that's why I said thy word will be a lamp unto my feet. Right, when that storm comes, you're gonna be all right. Right, we trust inside Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Psalms 91. Right, Psalms 34. You know, this poor man cried, and the Lord delivered him out of all his trouble. Psalm 34:6. You know, it says, and everyone that heareth these things of mine and doeth them shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. Slacking, I read that wrong. I missed a key word. It says, and everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not, right? And doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. Going back to, small story of the 3 little pigs, man. I'm just goddamn use a little bit of just these little twigs, and I'm gonna try to build my shit up. You trying to use a different way, man. If you're not trying to use the way of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is gonna be that chief cornerstone, right? That solid rock, right? Matter of fact, I need to grab that in the book of Ephesians. But you're not gonna make it when that storm come, man. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, matter of fact, I do got it in here because I got it queued up inside the another version as well. All right, Ephesians 2. And just stating the point. It's like Ephesians 2 verse 20. It says, and are built upon the. I'll go up one more. Now therefore, ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and of the household of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Hamashiach Yahushua himself being the chief cornerstone, right? And I just want to bring that up again inside the, I forgot what version, the Common English Bible. Okay. Right. But it says, as Yahweh's household, you are built on the foundation of the apostles and prophets with Yahushua Hamashiach himself as the cornerstone, right? So Yahushua is that foundation, man. Without Yahushua, you will not be getting no salvation, right? That's just point blank. Did I finish Matthew 7? Man, brain getting terrible. 26 again. Matthew 7:26. And everyone that heareth these things of mine and doeth them not, right? Disregard, right? Going back to Sirach 5:7. You will not have no type of armor, man. Right? And I got another precept just to back that up as well. It says, and everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell. And great was the fall of it, right? Because we know, right, without the wisdom, knowledge, truth, and understanding, right, you would not be able to survive inside these towns, man. Right? I'm gonna jump down in 2nd Esdras 9. I'm gonna grab the first couple of precepts as well, and I'm gonna close out. Right? I just want to bring out the point, man. Right? Because like I said, we're in the time of getting the wisdom, knowledge, truth, and understanding. And this is the time to be building that house up, right? With stone, to be prepared, spiritually prepared, right? Just like how it was with times of Noah, man. Like I said, the things written aforetime were written for our learning, right? It's no coincidence, man, right? We have plenty of examples, right? If Noah was to do the same thing and be like the rest of the people and disregard the times, right? Hey, he would have got taken with the flood as well, right? But I start at 2nd Esdras 9:9, right? Then shall they be in pitiful case, which not have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments, right? Ultimately going to be those ICBMs, man, right? The Lord going to keep a lot of people, right? For that great lake of fire, especially in Babylon the Great, man. Why could they walk in great pride? They don't want to see, hear, that it was high time we got to sleep. Salvation was near, right? So they gotta get the same type of dealings the same way Esau finna get his, man, if not more, man. And we already know Esau can get hit with some shit, right? It says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully, right, hateful, and they shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, right? Got everything inside this world, right? But except you didn't want to get the wisdom, knowledge, truth, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It says, and they that have loathed my law, right? Because when you loathing the law, that means you're not building that house up, man. Right? Because once you start putting your hands to the plow, you listen to the laws, and you start going by them, man. You're building that house up, man. You're building up order. You little do you know, you're putting armor on, man. Right? Spiritual armor, because you believe. Right? It says, and they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, right? That's what we so-called have right now, right? Because in a minute, you finna have draconian laws, man. Right? Dragon-like laws, man. Real severe laws, man. To where you can't do a lot, man. It says, and they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and Salakia, too hype. And they that have loathed my law, right, procrastinated, like I said, going back to the book of Sirach 5 and 7, loathing, right, delaying, right, delaying. Hey, these prophets are going to come, whether you believe it or not. If you want to sit here and bullshit around, they still going to come. If you're on point, don't need to be doing, they still going to come, right? The Lord, a prophecy will not come at them void, right? And once they start, they're not going to slow down, right? They're going to keep increasing speed and increasing speed. It says, and they that had loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it. And that's what our people do. They don't understand it, but they want to go against it, man. And the whole time we out here just to help. Like I said, we comes at the same spirit as Noah, man. This is the same story of Noah all over again. Noah 2.0, if we should say, But it says, verse 12. The same must know after death by pain, right? Because of what they was building a house on that house of sand, man. Right? They was building on carnal things, thing that's not going to benefit them in a time of adversity, man. Right? What else I had? I'm gonna jump back up and I'm gonna close out, right? This is another reason, man. Like I said, going back to the title, keep saying it. This year has been coined, right? This year has been coined, man, to be the hopeful year of what? Jacob's trouble, man. And that's through discernment. Heavy discernment, man. And we see it, right? So 2 Esdras 9:1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently, right? In itself, right? When you're measuring something, you're giving that close judgment call, man, right? Like I said, like the scripture says, right? In Romans 13:11, which I started with, our salvation is nearer than we believe. We're saying that because we're giving that close judgment call. Things that happen too close to the prophecies, which we need to come to pass, right? For us to get up out of here, man. It's getting too close, right? It says, measure thou the time diligently in itself. When thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Whew. Right? These are the signs. These are indications, man. All right, which states in the book of Matthew 24. I'm gonna grab 2. Right? It says, verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, like, I'm gonna stop right there, right? Because we're seeing that now. We're seeing another scamdemic coming up, right? We know what's finna happen with that. It's finna be dog eat dog inside these grocery stores, man. Distribution places when shit hit the fan, right? Going back to the earthquakes, we see you having earthquakes a lot more frequent. Diverse places. Right, going back to the one Japan, the 7.6. Right, which later on had led to what? a tsunami. Right, so the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is judging the world, man. Right, so it'll be high time to wake out of sleep. Right, like I said, like I like to say, and stop being stuck on stupid. You know, it says, then thou shalt, verse 4, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So these things are bound to happen. Matter of fact, go to 2 Ezra 15:1. Right? 2 Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. Didn't we just spoke about what was going to be happening? Right? Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Right? And the Lord speak through his what? Servants, the prophets. Just want to prove that point as well. Right? Amos 3:7. It says, surely the Lord Yahweh, right, will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Right? We sit on the servants, the prophets sit on that watchtower, man. Sit on that watchtower and do what? Blow that shofar, the ram's horn, right? When trouble is near. You know, the Lord has put the spirit upon us to warn, you know, prophesy, do videos, lessons, go out to the highways and hedges and warn the flock, you know, warn them about the bad time that's coming, right? Warn them about Esau finna come down with great wrath, man. You know, it's like that's what I was, you know, and warn them about the great wrath that's finna come, you know, and also not just from Esau, right? Even from Yahweh Shai when he hit the scene, man. He said, what will it be if it already kindled, right? So when Yahweh Shai hit the scene, it's gonna already be fucked up around here, man. Right? Verse 2, it says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Meaning these things are like in 2 Ezra 9, man. Just written from the beginning. Right? The Lord had to put it on wax in a book, man. You know? Put it in a book, right? And we're discerning that through the Spirit, these prophecies are true and they're going to come to pass, man. Right? And building a house upon Yahweh Shai, hey, what? Just the spirit of prophecy, right? Revelation 19:10, you know? But it says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true, right? And we know the Lord's not the author of confusion, man. We know these things are going to come to pass, right? So I'm going to end it off with the book of Matthew 24. And, you know, Lord willing, it's edifying. I start at verse 3 and get all the way down to 8. Matthew 24, verse 8. Matthew 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? Right? It says, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Right? Going into what? Eons, man. End of a rulership, man. Right? And so what should be the sign? Right? And that's how we tell them where we at, through signs, man. Right? Tokens, as you want to say, you know. But it says, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? It says, and Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Right? It says, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, right? Meaning the anointed, the chosen, and shall deceive many. Right? And he will be able to deceive a lot of folks, but the elect, the 144 and the elect, right? He could deceive everybody else, but right? But the 144 and the 144,000, right? 12,000 from each tribe, and the 1/3 remnant, right, of the Israelites as well, right, will not be deceived, man. Why? Because they're sealed, right? They're sealed, man. Right? They have the wisdom and knowledge, truth, and understanding that's keeping them, you know, on point, right? It's like folks got them walking around the car and shit. Right? It says, verse 6, it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And man, that's where we at, man. Right? You got Russia and China dipping the dollar all together. You having them getting ready for, you know, more wars, man. And it's only gonna be so much time before these wars, these rumors, right, go into play, right? Meaning it ain't gonna be no rumors. It's physical now, you know. But we know that before it ultimately pop off, right? Because we already know WW3 is on the rise. You know, it's pretty much in effect already, but it was on the low vibrations of it. But before it actually just pops off, right? And you got was it Korea I was just reading about? saying that they want to annihilate, right, the U.S. You know, so hey, like I said, these are just rumors, right? Which we know these rumors gonna turn to actual. It's gonna be real combat real soon, right? But first we're gonna hear about them. It says, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, right? Because what are we waiting for, right? Ultimately, the MO to the TB, right? Revelation 13 and 16, right? That had to be made mandatory before we get up out of here, right? That's a major prophecy, right? It says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. It says, and there shall be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes, right? There go again, in diverse places. And these are the beginning of sorrows, right? This is only the beginning, right? Because it's finna get dead ugly. It's finna get like a time never before, man, right? All of the times in history, right, that we had to, be a part of, and suffer, right? It's going to be like all of those times put together and then some, man, right? So I'm ending it off. Matter of fact, I'm ending it off on the infamous, right? Because this right here is what we're coming into. Can't leave that out, right? This is the book of Jeremiah 30, verse 7. Matter of fact, I got one more precept. Salakia. All right. After this right is the book of Jeremiah 30, verse 4. It says, and these are the words that the Lord Yahweh spake concerning Israel, right, the northern kingdom, and concerning Judah, the southern kingdom, right, Benjamin, Judah, and Levi, right, and Israel, right, starting from Ephraim all the way down to Issachar, right. Verse 5, it says, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace, right? And that's what we are here telling you what's coming, man. Evil and only evil, right? It says, ask ye now, see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, right? As a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness, right? We're going to see toughest men out here going to be folding up, man. Because this time of trouble, you got to have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua to endure, man. Right? The biggest men, the biggest so-called gangsters men, the toughest men, right? They're gonna fold. Why? Because they're not walking in the path of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. All right. So verse 7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. Right? So that none is like it. The times of Sodom and Gomorrah, right? The time of 70 AD, the great push, on the Israelites, man. Fleeing them out of the land, right? So alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it, right? Also, the Noah's Ark, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, right? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. That's Jacob, right? Not anybody's trouble, but Jacob's trouble, man. Right? Before we get up out of here, we have to go through heavy trouble like never before has hit this earth. It says, but he shall be saved out of it, right? And that goes into the elect. The elect is what? The one that he has from the beginning, right? That's why we are trying to make our calling and election short, because Lord willing, we're a part of that remnant, man. Lord willing, that the Lord count us worthy to get up out of here, get delivered. But it's because but he shall be saved out of it. That's who that's going into, man. So hey, like I said, the elder Tahar has coined it good, and Lord willing, this is that year of shit hitting the fan, right? But it will happen, right? Real soon. Lord willing, shit is this month. Lord willing, shit is this week, tomorrow, right? Tonight, goddamn, right? But it's the matter of the fact, right? These prophecies have been told, right? We've been on the highways and byways, right? Warning week in and week out, So Ezekiel 33 and 33, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. The prophecies, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them, right? Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. Matter of fact, and I want to speak on that last little part. It's like slipped my mind. It came back to me, right? Dang, I got to bring it out, and I'll just bring that up again, right? Because going back to Matthew 24 and Psalm, right, and it was saying about for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. I want to say about that pestilence thing, man, right? You have a lot of these Disease is coming back around. It's getting heavier and heavier now. And I want to briefly speak about in New York. You know what I'm saying? How they pushing to where even if they feel as if, right, you sick, man, they come to snatch you up out your houses, man. Right? And that's a part of that Jacob's trouble I want to speak on as well too. That's going to tie back into what? 2 Ezra 16, right? The great multitude come, pulling you up out of your houses, seeing to these counts, So, hey, we know that Jacob's trouble is finna get real hectic, man. This is why like I said again, this is why it's high time to wake out of sleep, right? You don't want to be blind and you walk inside of a trap, right? Man, matter of fact, how the spirit be. Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. I just want to state that point, right? But they had it to the point where, hey, they're having it to the point where if they feel as if you're sick, these folks come to your house, man, right? And there's no coincidence you have these foreigners, these migrants, right? Because you can be the foot that walking inside your shit, right? Busting you in the back in the head with the back of the gun, telling you to come at them, right? They're gonna have that green light to do whatever, right? But Ecclesiastes 9 verse 12, and I'm ending it off. For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time when it falleth suddenly upon them, right? You don't know when no time going to strike. You don't know when all hell going to just break loose, man, right? And if you don't have no security from your Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, best believe you will be destroyed, right? So Lord willing, this was edifying and to the point. And I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, which is the Heavenly Father name. In the Hebrew tongue, Yahweh Shah is who the world incorrectly called Jesus Christ by Hashem, meaning in the name of, right? I want to say double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, right? Shalom to the hopeful like men that scattered abroad, presenting the truth without sincerity. And shalom to those few sisters. Till next time I say shalom.